Well, this is Memonica. We are in the village of Hansi in Tababusi area. So I would like her to tell us what she does before we can ask specific questions.
This is a really special opportunity for us to bring Dr. Zena Stain, to bring our friends who are here with us to support us in this venture. Really is to learn, and we appreciate the opportunity to do so.
This is neither government nor child place. It's just run by this old lady here, Monica. Just my personal thing. I started it in 1995. The chief allowed me to have this place here. It was only the one house though. Then I erected that shelter, which you see, the red shelter outside. Some communities would offer me few blankets and few sheets, but they were worn out because they were old. I started struggling along. We started selling old clothes, selling fruit, and selling some cakes outside of the community so that we can make ends meet because we ran short of drugs. Until in 1999, a certain doctor gave us, he went overseas to his political careers and he offered us some drugs, boxes of drugs, and we felt good. Then from there we started making few cents, put them aside for the drugs. And from the pregnant mothers who came for deliveries, it helped us to have this house in which we are in. We built this house because we thought we don't have a, not best, but a better house for the visitors. It has to be cool and it has to be spacious to have people in. To have
So it's actually a rondavel. It's just actually a one room.
yeah, just a one room, but we thought we separated it so that we can have, in case somebody, supposing a visitor comes in, he can have a bed in there. He or she can rest, and in the morning he will wake up and have something in here, in case that he comes or she comes. And then going back to the kitchenette, that was just done urgently because I thought, hey, as the professional activities increase, like now I find I'm bound down to have deliveries like I used to. There was time when I stopped because I don't have proper structures. I have to have another room properly, like there is a wall outside. It has been there for almost 2 years now. Unfortunately, it wasn't properly done. It has got to be broken down to be restarted again. The shelter is not, it's not properly, what should I say? It's not a proper house for the either pregnant mothers or for the patients because it tends to be too hot in summer, tends to be too cold in winter, and to heat it takes a lot of fuel. So it has got to be struck off completely to have a proper house there.
Do you have electricity supply in the village?
In the region, yes, but not in my house. I've just started having those few things in life.
But would you be able to get electricity here?
Yes, there is a company going around helping those who can help themselves. We have got to pay something to the LEC so that they can come and fix something new. You have got to wire your own houses.
Oh.
Like I started wiring for a little bit now.
And running water?
We do get the tap water from the community tap. I don't have my own supply here.
Do you have staff? Actually, it's just yourself and an assistant.
He's not staying.
Is not staying.
He
So when you
comes
have
on daily basis. And
tell us all the things that you need that will really bring a positive difference to the clinic.
to have a proper clinic under primary health care umbrella, I've got where we are supposed to be doing many things. Curative deliveries for the maternal and child health. To have all those things, you've got to have a proper building and proper rooms for everything.
So can you help explain each room again as far as what you would like to see in it? So far you've told us about this wonderful rondavel which you've put together. It's really, it's beautiful. But what do you need? What do you need, and why do you need what you need to complete this? And then we can go on to discussing the other structures here.
I need to break down that red shelter to have at least 3 rooms there, to have a waiting room for the patients, to have got the delivery room and the room for the, what should I say, examination room. That's got to be separated.
And so far, what do you have? Just at
In
the
there.
moment here in your compound, what do you have? You have the rondable and you have
The
what
kitchenette
others?
there,
Yes.
these 2 rooms here. The shelter for where I've pushed the pregnant mothers. They used to have a house, but it fell off. It wasn't properly done. This is the new building for them. It's supposed to be for them, but unfortunately, it's not properly done. To it has got to come
This
down.
is the one that's still being built, the structure. Oh, so you stopped. Okay.
It's not proper. It's falling off already.
Oh, so
It's
you
picking
actually
up.
have 4 structures, including the one that's falling. Okay. All right.
But with the HIV/AIDS activities now, when we have started doing tests and counseling and all other things for people, it needs yet extra room. Oh my God! But for those who feel, Monica, we need your service. We are with you and we are praying that you get something proper. We start now until you have a proper building. Okay, say they're welcome.
Why do people come to your clinic? And who are the people who come to your clinic? And what is the access to hospitals in terms of transport? No one in the village has a car except for the chief, right?
We don't use the chief's car. I used
Whose
to
car?
get the help from the traders.
From the traders. So really, there's no way
We don't
for
have.
general people who are sick to really have easy access to the hospital.
We have. Since I've been here for more than 10 years. This is 11th year, I think. We have talked with 2 traders who have allowed me to use their cars, but we do pay. At night, we have got to pay more, unlike at daytime. At daytime, if say, I think I'm more comfortable with the pregnant mothers because you can think of, you can follow a pregnant mother along. I've been dealing with them quite a lot. Unlike a sick person. A sick person will be saying, what happened? Then he or she collapses. But a pregnant mother who is healthy will be coming telling you. Then you can follow up to 4 to 6 hours. Can notice already if there is something which is going to obstruct somewhere on the leg, or if there is a change. Unless if she had hidden something from you, or she took something which will make her more ill than her own contractions. Then we used to take public transport either to Maseru or to Rome because they are individuals. I can't force them to go to Rome or to go to Maseru. They choose me, Monica, will you accompany me to go there? I think, hey, after 4 hours, I don't see you going properly. Let's rush down to hospital. And we are, as commuters, we have to take the public transport. I always transfer them to hospital as early as less than 6 hours. If we delay, that would be 8 hours, and my God, by then we have got to touch my own pocket to get them down. So some would come with no cents in the pocket. She will be needing a nurse's help, but if I see I cannot continue with her, then I send her down. They are paupers.
How do you get your patients to the hospital?
In emergency situations, you need to have an ambulance. In her case, she doesn't have her own, clinic transport. She doesn't have any regular transport between the hospital and the clinic. So she's using public transport, which I think is not proper and it's not comfortable because you have to wait for the public transport. You can't say, there's somebody who's about to deliver, I want to go now. If you do that, you pay extra
For that.
for that.
Yeah.
So that's not safe even for herself if she observes a condition that she cannot handle that needs to be attended fast. And there's also the issue of communication. She doesn't have proper communication between her and the hospital. And the other thing that I wanted her to highlight is also, I think since we have been to other hospitals, is how does traditional health practices, how involved does she get into that? Because she's now in the village, which I think it's even, I expect it to be more than in urban settings. So how does that affect her? Are there really things that she can use in form of herbs that people can grow in their gardens?
There are those who were chosen by the communities and they were trained as village. Some were trained as village workers. There are female ones who were formerly birth attendants, and they were trained as If I say TBA, that would be a trained birth attendant. It's a traditional trained, but trained by the medical staff anyhow. And they are given certain things. But there are many who are not in the, which are not working hand in hand with us. They are running their own things and they are using their own herbs. But we have started coming together with them in their groups to talk about some matters, especially pertaining to the small kids and to pregnant mothers, because there are traditional herbs which are given routinely to the pregnant mother from 3 months up to 6 months, up to 9 months when they deliver. There are certain drugs which are used and they are very strongly used. There are those who lead to complications.
What would make them better? What we could do for you? We'll find
I
some.
need the equipment for the in the labor ward. But when the room is properly done, I need a building. I have to erect a proper building for the labor ward, for the examination of, before the labor is the examination of the patients, and for the labor ward, and for the stay-in mothers, right? In the labor room, I need delivery beds, and the delivery, when I say delivery equipment, my God, we need forceps, we need piece of scissors, we need, should I be asking for the suturing materials from the outside? I can get them. Need a lot of gloves of lately with this and this cut, and you have to double gloves on one hand. Accurate. Need more gloves, we need delivery scissors, not scissors but episiotomy scissors, we need artery forceps, we need umbilical cord clamps. Those are many things.
What's in your medicine cabinet and what is missing?
I need more antibiotics, I need more analgesics, even just vitamins for the, because there are some illnesses you don't need antibiotics. You just have to pick up or just to boost the patient with vitamins or other things. Because most of the time, I wouldn't like to commit myself as yet with the HIV/AIDS things because they are new. I'm a beginner in them. I'm still going further training them. But I've seen they are supplying those things locally. I can't remember the detail. So my daily needs will be just in the labor ward and in the stay-in room mothers. There we need blankets. I have few. We need sheets. We need proper beds. Because I've only 3 now, or 5, I think. Because if I have to, a proper building will make more patients to come in and need more equipment. Especially in winter, we're hitting the winter now. Now in summer, you think we are comfortable with 1 sheet and just 2 sheets and a blanket. But in winter, we shall need more. Maybe I'll be greedily needing too many things from
Be
other.
greedy.
But it's time
Be what
to
you need,
say
because
what
it's
you
about
want.
saving lives. Be greedy.
Okay,
A woman who
because
does this with nothing is not greedy.
Okay, I deal on mostly on weekends with the liquor bars around me. We have so many wounds and so many injuries from the roads. You need a lot of bandages, a lot of dressings. I still need more suturing materials too.
I think besides what you need in the clinic itself, but
For
looking
going
at your
outside to the
surroundings,
community,
like
because
sanitation, do you have enough toilets?
We don't.
Or do you need more?
For
you don't
sanitation-
have piped water inside?
I did
You
say
don't have
something about it.
electricity. So you can expound on that.
I did say something that you don't have proper. Or have I been just talking to you when I said you don't have
Maybe you were
Yeah,
just
water
talking to
tap.
her. We haven't heard
I
it.
meant Cindy, I did say we are getting the water from the community water tab. I don't have the water supply in my.
Oh, yes,
I
yes,
did
yes,
say
yes,
yes.
yes.
Unless if that was out, I'm sure. I'm not
Yes, you
writing
did.
it.
So, okay, look, repeat after me.
Okay.
I need a van to take people back to the city, forth to the city. Dream big.
I need transport to transfer my patients.
I need a van. No, don't say, say, I need a van.
And a driver. I need a van and driver.
Okay, I need a driver and a van.
Look at me.
Ba serious,
I
what's
need a van.
about uska papa? She was serious.
Just say,
Serious.
I need a van and
I
driver.
need a van and a driver to transport my patients.
Okay, good. Now look at me and say, I need lots of bandages I need lots of bandages.
I need lots of bandages.
I need blankets and sheets.
I need sheets and blankets.
I need sterilizing medicines.
I need sterilizer for sterilizing my objects.
I need beds, and I need a new building.
I need a new building and more beds for the patients.
And while you're at it, electricity and hot and running water would be great.
Electricity and running water with proper toilets would be great.
Oxygen tanks. Oxygen tanks.
Yeah, oxygen for my new babies. How can I forget that? Because need oxygen. With electricity, I'd have them the infrared lamp to, and the resuscitation machines for the newborns who need it. There are these the ambu bag. I don't have the ambu bag. 100 babies have been born in this place, so I need more staff to take care of the patients and to help with more deliveries. We have had the motto of health first and then money later. But there are some who cannot do anything if you need the later stages. They'll be coming again and say, we still don't have anything. Well, let it go and sit down and say, Lord, why did you bring them? But we have helped them anyway. We are dealing with the poor people sometimes, especially with the malnutrition babies. We had a short, it wasn't a course, but it was a short course of teaching the mothers, and it was teaching and helping them as it is. Because there were those who be coming, they were ill and they were hungry. We had to get the nutritionist from the government side, so she was helping, but later on we were cut off. So they say, you have to cycle on your own.
If we could go to the grocery store and fill up a cart.
We had dried skimmed milk because the full cream milk wasn't going well with the malnourished babies. And the cornmeal, it's fine. Any protein food which can be sent to us would be welcome.
Do you have vegetables? Enough vegetables?
We do have gardens, and we encourage people to have gardens. You only need seeds to plant in your garden. But we all live for ourselves. There's one man up there we haven't seen, but we know his name is God, and he cannot lift you up when you think you are drowning. We do miracles, are works of God. We do get here and there somebody will lift you up and leave you. There are some good Samaritans around. Yeah, and if we keep on looking around and not enticing, but motivating our old people to hold hands together to do something they can. Protective clothing. We don't have. The protective clothes don't have. Aprons, don't have boots, you don't have. Like I said, you need plenty of gloves and other things. Because when dealing with the wounds, I delivered 2 women unknowingly with my bare hands. I was just walking around along the road, and somebody said from the vehicle, Monica, please come here, somebody do something in the car. When I said, my God, the baby was being born, I had to handle the baby with my bare hands. So it means I have to have loads and loads of gloves, and even when I go to church, load them in my bag and other equipment to go around with. Because the babies don't wait for you to come to church and to deliver them. You go for the wedding, go to the funeral. Even there, the funeral, they are born. Yes, I've been working for 17 years in this area. We had about, I'll be talking literally, about 29, we had 29 villages at that time, where the people of more than over 300,000 people in the villages, but somewhere beyond the mountain regions. Now that I came down here, there's still, I'm a bit limited to the very close villages, because those far away do jump over to come to me, as I've been working with them for so many years, but there's still a lot of quarrel between ourselves, and so much that I don't even know where I should be, where I stand. I always deal with the nearest, but people from Maseru, people from City Beam, people from Far East, they do choose to come here.
The number of people that you are literally seeing is beyond even your catchment area, is beyond the mountains. I mean, you are supposed to be saving a certain radius, but because of the service provision you are giving here, you have people who are coming even from the capital, Maseru, coming to this clinic.
The nearest villages are 9.
How many people do you take care of?
I think they have about 12.7, 12,700.
About 12,000 people.
They have increased the amount, so I don't even know. I don't have the statistics of 2006.
Okay.
I'm just still dealing with the old ones. I have more.
Yeah.
I think I'm seeing more and I have more people around.
Thank you so much for welcoming us to your clinic and your kindness. And actually, it's even more than I really expected to see, because the first time I visited, I had no idea of so much more that we have learned today. So really, it's been fantastic for us to come and learn and really be in the midst of the experience that you are sharing with us. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Skarare. So far, what do you have in your compound? And how far is the nearest clinic from here? And what is the access to hospitals in terms of transport? How do you get your patients to the hospital? How many people do you estimate to be within your area or in your catchment area?
See, how many people do you take care of?
How many people do you take care of?
That's the question.
That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
I know. No, first of all, then